And let's see that problem of the day. What do we got here? It says, if two angles are supplementary and have measures of 2x plus 10, we don't know what x is, and 7x minus 55, we're going to solve for x and find the angle measures. Now, let's take a look at this thing. It looks like a long problem, but it's really not that bad. We know we have supplementary angles, and this one is out there for you guys who are in the, well, if you're in the integrated math now. We're doing, instead of just Algebra 1 and Geometry separate, they've now got integrated math 1 and math 2, that kind of thing, where you're mixing your algebra and your geometry together. So this is a confusion type problem, I like to call it. We're going to mix our supplementary angles, which by the way mean they add up to, how many out there, everybody? 180 degrees. They don't equal 180 degrees, they add up to equal, all right? So be careful. We're not saying 2x plus 10 equals 180 or 7x minus 55 is 180. We said when we put them together, and that's the hint right there. So we're going to take these little guys and add them together, and then we're going to make those equal to 180. It says we want to solve for x. It'd be nice to know what is x equal to. It's kind of this unknown number that we need to work with, all right? And once we know what it is, we can find those other angle measures. We can find the 2x plus 10 angle and that 7x minus 55. So, hey, you ready for me to start doing some work for you? I am too. But you know what? Let's see what's happening, all right? We've got 2x plus 10. I said that was one angle. Not equal 180, but we're going to add it to 7x minus 55, equaling to, there we go, there's our 180. Now, let me caution you on something here. Just because they're supplementary does not mean they butt up against each other and make a linear pair, as we call it, all right? These could be separated, but as long as they add up to 180 degrees, they're going to be supplementary. Now, if you see a linear pair where they're butted up against each other from the begin with, then you go ahead and say, yes, that's 180 degrees. That's a straight angle coming together to make, all right? So let's see what's going to happen with this. The algebra is looking for like terms. Exactly. There you go. Y'all remember a lot of those things out there, don't you? 2x and 7x. I'll give you 9x on that because that's what 2 plus 7 will give us. And we bring the x along for the ride because x might be apples, it might be quarters, it could be all sorts of things, all right? But it's an x, all right? But there are 9 of them. Now let's take a look at this 10 and negative 55. That's what we're going to add together. They're also like terms, so I'll just circle them so we know what we're doing. You always know what we're doing here on this show, right? 10 minus 55, I'm going with minus 45 on that. Now why? Because 10 minus 55, you're going in the whole, and you're going to subtract those because the signs are different. Equaling 180 over here. Now, let's do our equation solving business, all right? We need x by itself. I need to move the minus 45. We need to move the minus 45. Those of you who are working this out at home, I hope all of you are. Let's add 45 to both sides. Now, why did I do it to both sides? Because there's a little thing called the addition property of equality, which says if I add 45 to the left, I've got to do it to the right. So let's do that right here on Mathline, right here on problem of the day. And what happens? 45s take a hike. They're gone. That was the whole point of it. We have 9x, and over here we're going to add 45 and 180. That gives us 225. At this point in time, let's call upon the good old division property of equality. Divide both sides by 9. That goes evenly. Believe it or not, it's going to go evenly. That's, hey, you know what that is? That's 9/4. I think I gave a hint to the answer to this problem here earlier in the show. But anyway, here we go. We've got x equal to 25. And hopefully that's good. You say, well, Ernie, what do you mean hopefully that's good? You got that answer. You don't mess up, do you? Well, we want to make sure we don't do anything careless or wrong here. So let's go back and check, because also it says find the angle measures. And guess what? Those two numbers have to add up to 180. So let's put them in there. 2 times 25, we'll add 10 to that. That's our first one. That, folks, is going to give us 60 degrees, all right? Keep that on your burner, all right? Let's take a look at the second one, which is 7 times 25. Ooh, we're going to subtract 55 from that. Well, 7 times 25, that's 175. Quick arithmetic on that. So you say, how did you figure that out so fast? 25 cents, I said that earlier, kind of like the word quarters dropped out of my mouth. 7 times 25, it's like 7 quarters. Think about your money, 25. You can get that, $1.75 or 175 cents here. By the way, let's go ahead and subtract 55 from that, and I'm seeing 120. I'm happy to see 120 because those add up to 180. So they are supplementary, and they also fit my stipulation here of 2x plus 10 and 7x minus 55. 60, 120, adding up to 180. Supplementary angles. 25 was your answer. What more could you ask for? Problem of the day solved. All right.